Another fully padded practice here in Washington is officially in the books. Got to see a little bit more of Jayden Daniels, and the offense look really good. A rookie getting more first team snaps with the offense. We're going to break everything down that you guys need to know from today's practice, from the news, the notes, the highlights, the observations from practice today. Now, today was an interesting one because the media team over there in Washington wasn't able to actually record any of these 7-on-7s or 11-on-11s. So the highlights you're going to see in this video is a little bit from today, but more importantly, the majority of them are from the week's practice overview. So keep that in mind when you're watching this video, and quite simply, just listen to me, watch a little bit of the highlights. I'm going to tell you everyone who looked good during today's practice. Before we get into that though, go follow the Commanders media team on X right now. Guys, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. They make it seem like you're at practice with the highlights, with the news, with the notes. Everything just makes you feel like you're there. And I guarantee you, you won't regret following them. With that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about today's practice. So, a rookie that's already starting to make some noise is Brandon Coleman. And over the last couple of weeks, we have already started to see him split reps at the left tackle position, but now it seems like he's not even rotating anymore. This is a guy that's getting the majority of those reps and taking it, in stride. Taking the keys and kind of running with it so far. So that was another big, question mark coming into practice today. Was he going to continue to get those reps? And yes, he did. We also saw Benjamin St-Juste in 101s. He actually picked off Marcus Mariota early on in practice, which was a good sign after seeing Benjamin leave practice early on Tuesday. So it was good to see him back out here with the team and making some plays here and there. So I want to see him continue to ramp it up and look good out here. We had the punt returners being Jamison Crowder, Kashmir Allen, Jahan Dotson, and Emmanuel Forbes as well. So that punt return line is really starting to smooth out. At first we saw what seemed to be 8 guys there. Now it's down to just 4. So that is definitely interesting to see. Dan Quinn actually came out and said that he was wicked excited about what Newton was able to do, getting back out of his injury and coming out here looking like a really good player, man. Johnny Newton or Jason Newton, whatever you want to call him. This is a guy that they think could be a dynamic interior defensive lineman for a very long time here in Washington. However, he is playing behind Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne, but at the same time, those are 2 guys you want to mentor him, right? Those are some outstanding guys right there. So definitely happy that he's gonna be mentored by great players. We saw Austin Eckler get some big gains again throughout camp so far. He's been electric, and I think he did it again today. I'm excited to see him in actual game action. Jeremy Chin, Emmanuel Forbes, starting to build a little bit of chemistry between those two, which is fun to see. Jayden Daniels was the first team quarterback. His first pass of the day was caught by McLaurin. That was a really good one. He was going against BSJ. So listen, Terry McLaurin in the Jayden Daniels connection is really starting to pick it up here. And I think he could be a go-to target for Daniels as the season progresses. The O-line and D-line had some one-on-ones. Coleman was the best standout, or the guy who stood out the most to the coaches in the media. Again, just exceptional. Really good, footwork and nice job using his hands, his strength, the lower body strength as well. This dude is really, really, just skilled. He's a skilled offensive lineman, so continue to look out for him. We got to see Luke McCaffrey. He's been interesting because he's been doing a lot of the little things. And before we get into that, before we talk a little bit more about the 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s, do me a favor, guys, hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Commanders throughout the entirety of the offseason, not only for training camp, every single practice, but also for preseason football games as well, live streaming those on my Twitch. I will be live tonight for the Hall of Fame game if you guys want to watch that with me, but also regular season games as well, breaking down the film, making sure you guys know what's going on in the games. So I cannot wait for, regular season to come, because we're going to be covering a ton of the Commanders. So make sure you guys check it out if you haven't already done so. But with that being said, let's kind of get back into the videos. Now, Luke McCaffrey just doing what he needs to do, blocking on every play, making sure he's in the right spots at the right times. And I feel like Luke McCaffrey is a guy that's working his way up the depth chart here and really proving to the coaching staff that, yeah, I am a guy that can play right away. And I think with his blocking capabilities, at least what he showed today, he had a really good blocking session versus Tyler Owens, put him in the dirt. So, listen, Luke McCaffrey definitely starting to stand out in my eyes. Let's see what else happened. St. Juice back at outside corner during team drills. We saw a play where Jayden Daniels, was rolling to the outside and then delivered a dart, right? St. Juice was in coverage, but man, Jayden Daniels is looking different. What else here? We got a little bit of chippiness between Jonathan Allen and Cosme, who was another offensive line standout alongside Brandon Coleman. Dan Quinn actually said after practice that Jamin Davis will get some work at the first and second down at linebacker. They also said they want him to play DN on third down situations. So obviously they are excited about his potential and his ability to maybe even get to the quarterback on third downs. Excited to see how that works out. Dude, it's crazy because when you look through the Commanders media teams, X's, their accounts, they talk so much about Brandon Coleman just winning reps. And, I could sit here all day and tell you that he won reps. I mean, but it's going to get a little bit, repetitive. But he won a ton of reps. Like, I sit here and tell you, you need to understand Brandon Coleman, not only is he just looking good, he's looking great at practice so far. We saw some DB 101s. Terry McLaurin beating Forbes off the line, but was missed. McCaffrey beats Sandstrom to the outside. A beautiful grab by McCaffrey. We got some more nice runs versus Eckler. Nice job in pass protection by Eckler as well. So he's showing a little bit of being dynamic, helping in the pass protection area, which is huge for a quarterback. You need to be able to protect the or for a running back, you need to be able to protect the quarterback. And I feel like Austin Eckler did that versus Bobby Wagner as well. That's a tough rep. And, he won it, so that's good to see. Jayden Daniels had a play action, found Zach Ertz on a nice gain on a crossing route. Beautiful. We had a touchdown to Terry McLaurin, past Forbes, and Daniels probably had a throw of the day. The best throw of the day was down right there. Beautiful placement of the ball. We saw Marnie Rogers make two crazy catches during 101s versus linebackers in a safety. Cornelius Lucas was not at practice today. He was excused, not injury related, so he should be fine. Trent Scott was the other top tackle of today's practice. But overall, guys, we don't have too much to talk about just because we weren't able to see those 7-on-7s, those 11-on-11 drills today. So hopefully over the next few days, we'll be able to see some more game days in a couple of days from now. So that should be fun. Let's see. What else do we have here? I think that was it. Cole Turner had a nice catch over the middle of the field. Julian Good-Jones had a couple of bad snaps. So that's definitely not good to see. But overall, great practice here for the Commanders. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. Who are you most excited to see during their first preseason game? I know a lot of the starters might not play, but some may. Let me know who you're excited to see. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next Commanders update. Peace.